January 8th, 2022. I'm back to the Starlight Motel in Mount Airy, trying to determine if this is a great sign or not. So, the first thing I notice is that the halo tube support is round, and every example that I've found online has a pentagon. There's supposed to be 3 concentric stars up there. There's 2 tubes still intact on this, and it appears that there are electrode housings for a 3rd star, so that supports it being a great sign. And the vertical pillar continues the same width all the way to the bottom, which is a positive sign. However, the variable message board is too wide. What we don't know is if they widened the can or not. I mean, it's quite possible that it got modified. There are a lot of patches, and so it's kind of hard to use electrode housing locations to decide if this had Holiday and neon on it or not. See, those upper panels are replacements, kind of nasty replacements. Whoops, what happened? Let's goose that exposure a little bit. But the most significant thing about this sign that I notice is that the top arrow is horizontal, and I kind of think there was a little bit of a downward pitch to the arrow on the Holiday and Great sign. I mean, certainly the examples I looked at, mostly if not all, had a downward slope to the top of the arrow. So the 2 things that really bother me are the lack of a grade to the arrow and the round tube supports. Oh, this one's got all 3 stars. This side has all 3 stars. Damn, I hate ambiguity. Why couldn't they just put a serial number plate on it or something, a little nameplate? And then I could glance at the nameplate, determine its authenticity, and be on my way. I'm reluctant to walk on their grass. Alright, I'm going to take some stills. Last time I was in a big rush and I didn't take a sufficient number of stills. It's raining. By the way, I found the pool. It's too bad. See, now this is puzzling. I asserted that the can had been modified here, that the message board was too wide. But then those first 6 sockets there are not on the top part of the can. They may not be collinear. I wonder if... Okay, so if the can was modified to widen the message board, it's possible that they went ahead and drilled holes in there for the sockets. And actually, if you look at those sockets, they're not evenly spaced, and they're not really collinear. So I think, yeah. So all that says is that when they modified the can, they went to the trouble of putting those 6 chase lights back in. What about the other side? Yeah, that's a little irregular too. Well, sign, what's the story? Are you a Holiday Inn Great sign, or are you a knockoff? Maybe I'll be able to answer that question with a little more research. This fellow is right near the Holiday Inn sign. You can see it in the background there. he has a moving arm, though he seems to have dislocated his elbow. Not sure how long ago that happened. See, it's folded back. So the elbow mechanism failed and the sheet metal bent. July 25th, 2023. I have some additional information about what I thought was a Holiday Inn Great sign in Mount Airy, North Carolina. It turns out this sign is in fact a knockoff. The name of the motel here was Ray's Starlight, and apparently Ray had a motel and a burger chain and maybe something else that had signage that was alarmingly similar to other brands. So this was not a great sign. And the thing that clued me in is the fact that the arrow is horizontal instead of pointing downward a little bit. And the halo on the star isn't right. Anyhow, nice try, Ray. It's not a great sign, but at least I get to be reminded of the great sign when I see your sign.